And we are live. I think. Oh, wow. Sorry, I've been crying and weeping. I'm always sad on December 16. I've got kitty cats to pet, don't I, Tora? I think it's too dark to see her, but let's give it a try. Yeah, there she is. Pretty kitty. Hi, Philip. Phil would have been 96 years old today. So I've been really sad all day. But welcome in. I miss him. And yes, I still talk to him even though he isn't here. Sometimes I even cuss him out for leaving me. Well, that was Tora yawning, wasn't it? Yeah. Cats are always sleepy. They sleep 18 hours a day. But it seems that when I'm trying to sleep, they're ready to play. Yes, Tora. Let's see. Yeah, she's still in the dark. Come say hello to your adoring fans. There she is, right here. Oh, kitty kisses. Yes, squinting is kitty kisses. And she's getting rocked in Great Granny's rocking chair. Huh. I'm Great Granny now. And I hate to admit it, but I forgot my great grandson's name. His middle name is Cole, Cole, but I forgot his first name. Yes, Tora, you're sweet and cute. Hop off of me, you're heavy. Uh, yeah, but she doesn't sit on me, she stands on me with her pokey paws. Back off, Tora. Yes, I'll get you some treats. You said hi to your adoring fans, so you get treats. Well, Facebook is plastered with birthday wishes for Phil. Anyway, I spent the day making an alternative fruitcake. Ordinarily, you use yeast. Hi, Jason, welcome in. But I used a banana bread recipe because I don't like the heavy, hard to cut and hard to chew fruit cake. It's so dense. So, and it's made with yeasted bread, really. So I made a fruit cake with the recipe for banana bread, but no bananas. And of course, I bought little tubs of the fruits that you put in a fruit cake, and I soaked them in rum overnight. After a good 12 hours, most of the alcohol is gone. So, anyway, I made the banana bread batter. No bananas, just eggs and butter and milk and flour and so forth. with ginger, cinnamon, and just a pinch of nutmeg. And I added some raisins to the fruitcake fruit. As I had tried making it with regular cake, not from a mix, but basically what like a birthday cake type cake. And it was good, but it wasn't fruitcake. So I made it with a banana bread recipe, and I am very happy with it. Very, very happy. It isn't so dense and rubbery, but it isn't light and fluffy either. It's just right. Ah, yeah, Ren is Jason, Philip, and he's driving for Uber. I wish I could drive at all. I don't think I should drive at night. I can't see that well at night. And the bright lights hurt my eyes. Headlights, especially those extra bright headlights, which were a terrible idea. Not high beams, the regular low beams. Some cars have them very, very bright. Anyway, I don't have a car, so, the issue is moot. Yeah, drive safely, Jason. Oh, Phil would be going nuts over the drones. Apparently, they really are sniffing the ground with those drones looking for signs of radiation. The current story is that some radioactive waste, like probably from a power plant, arrived with the container damaged and empty. Yes, I agree, Jason. Halogen headlights should be outlawed. Anyway, yes, Tora, you're cute. Oh, I can get Tora into the light. She's in my shadow. Here you go, kid. Say hello to your fans. She says, I don't want to. I just want treats. Kitties. Such a sweet cat. But a hog when it comes to treats. And Tutu's right here going, hey, where's mine? There you go, pretty girl. I gotta put him down here. Where's my Tora? She ran away. There, here, kid. I keep forgetting not to put the treats too close to the cat's face. Cats don't see well up close. They can smell the treats, but they can't see them if they're right by their nose. Well, they're probably drones, but some might have people on board. I don't know. But apparently they're sniffing for radiation. Looking for some missing material. At least that's what they're saying now. Well, drone. One time had a different meaning. I think it was like a robot or something. Digging back into my memories from childhood 60 years ago. Come on, Tora. You can't do pokey paws on my tummy. Well, Philip, thank you for looking up drone. Um, I just can't. A drone would be not thinking for itself. Yes, Phil was a Sagittarius, Angus. And I'm a Gemini. Yes. Why do cats have to get so cute when I don't want to be distracted? They ignore me all day long. The minute I'm busy, they become attentive and demanding attention. Yep, Angus. Well, we were opposites in some ways, but according to Robert Phoenix, we were soulmates. And according to the numbers lady, Glynis McCants, we were soulmates. But we did have some conflict because we were opposites. But we agreed on many things. The love of cats, um, caring for animals and people, especially those in need. But he didn't like my dog. He wasn't mean to my dog, but I only had the dog for a short time. I had to eventually give him to this elderly couple who wanted a dog. But Jack was half coyote and half some kind of dog, probably collie or Sheltie. He was small. But when I went to shop or I was taking a class at the junior college, Jack would just sit on the floor watching the door for me to come back. He didn't want food, he didn't want attention, he just wanted to sit there and wait for me. And Phil tried to pet him and feed him and stuff, and he was, nope, I want my lady. Sagittarius is fire? Oh, okay. That makes sense. I know he wasn't down to earth. My dog was okay with Phil, and the cats beat up my poor dog. Well, Angus, at the time I was not being tactful. I was in a weird space. Having finally escaped from my dysfunctional family, I was finally allowed to express the anger I had over being mistreated by the devil's sister. I had to call her mom. That woman should have gone to prison for what she did to her 4 children. 2 boys and 2 girls. But it was a different time. I remember thinking that I'd rather go, live in juvenile hall than at the family home. But I couldn't bring myself to commit a crime to get arrested. Uh, yeah, tact is. I can be tactful. I try to be tactful. I haven't grown up, but I have gotten old. So I'm not as full of fire as I once was. But it took me a long time to realize that quite often when people say things or do things that bother me, it is not about me. I'm not even on their radar. They're just being themselves. Oh, Angus is a Libra with Aries rising and Moon in Sag. Well, I have Sagittarius rising and the Moon in Aquarius, so I am kind of airy, or perhaps watery, kind of mystical. Tora, get out of my stuff. She says, okay, if you won't give me treats, I'll open the bag myself. I don't, hey, I don't know that much about my chart. I really don't. I know the moon and the rising sign. That's it. I don't remember what Phil had for his moon and his rising sign. Don't remember. I don't have his chart. I guess there's these places online where you can get a free chart. But I'm just not that much into it. Oh, Phil had an Alpine moon. LOL, Angus. Thank you. Good one. At least I've managed to stop crying. I don't know. This doesn't happen to me every year, but this year, for some reason, it's really hurting that Phil is gone. Yeah, right, Philip. Well, I can't go to juvenile hall anymore. I'm 70 years old. Uh, oh, wow. I'm tired now. Oh, well, it's 20 past 9 at night. There's a movement to get rid of daylight saving time. I would love to just stay on standard time, but no, they want to stay on daylight saving and never go back to standard. Well, excuse me, but if you want to get up an hour earlier, you get up an hour earlier. Before this madness, which began in World War I, around 1915, I think, Uh, People had summer hours and winter hours for their stores and for their jobs. I don't care to get up an hour earlier. Oh, wow. Potato farming, Angus? That's hard work. Yeah, why not stay on standard? Oh, will you get more light in the winter on daylight saving time? No, you don't. The sun's daylight saving time ends before the winter starts, and you still get fewer total hours of daylight. So, if you want more daylight at the end of the day, you have to start your day a couple hours earlier. And if that's what you want to do, why change my clock? Why not just get up earlier? Um, Daylight saving begins in March, I think. Anyway, it's basically a summer thing. So you have you wake up at 8 a.m., but your clock says it's 9 because spring forward. The clock has changed an hour forward. Tora, get out of my stuff. Get! She's opening my cookies. Cats don't eat chocolate cookies. Get out. Get. I'm in no mood, Tora. Here, have the fish flavor. It's tempting tuna. Now look what you've done. Tutu and Smoky Sue want their treats. So anyway, and then it's still light at 8 o'clock at night in during the summer because you've pushed the clock forward. And it's really 7 o'clock. So we should stay on standard time, and those who want to save daylight can just get up an hour earlier. As it is, now that I don't have a schedule to meet, I keep waking up at 6 in the morning. It is dark. It's winter. It starts getting light around 8, which is when I want to wake up. Yeah, that would make a great children's book, Philip. Why don't you write one titled Cats Don't Eat Chocolate Cookies? Right, Philip, you can't change the sun by moving the clock hands. Ugh. Also, when I was growing up, daylight saving started later and ended sooner than it does now. They keep thinking they're going to save more energy by extending the time, but all they're doing is messing with people's sleep patterns. There's a lot more car crashes, including deadly car crashes, when the clocks change in the spring and you spring forward and lose an hour of sleep. Sleepy drivers are dangerous. Tora, knock it off. I fed you everything today. You had your lickable treats and your soup treat with all that broth and your fancy feast and your treats. Knock it off. She says, but you're not paying attention to me. That's right, I'm paying attention to the computer where my friends are. She says, I'm your best friend. Yeah. What is that? There's some scene in some TV show or movie. Oh, it was an episode of Nero Wolf. A woman screaming that she's her sister's best friend. Not this other woman who's of ill repute. Okay, knock it off, Tora. Oh, you heard a new time on an old time radio show from World War II? Tell me more, Philip. Eastern wartime. Wow. Don't. Tora, quit knocking my stuff on the floor. All right, I'm going to have to show her that it's going in the tub because she can't claw the tub open. Yeah. This is a tub, but I don't know what to call it. Jar? See? It's empty. And so's this one. And now all the flavors are mixed up. Are you happy? That one's empty too. Okay? Now leave me alone. Okay, Tutu. Okay, Smoky Sue. Ah! Smoky is the bully brat cat. She drives the other cats nuts, not just me. Where are you, Tutu? You can't see Tutu. She's in the dark. Maybe. No. She's still in the dark. It isn't just my shadow. Oh, man. Welcome in, Ditch. Hi, Richard. Welcome in. What would Phil be interested in? Probably the rise of artificial intelligence, and he would not like it. And of course, the Matrix, he'd be fuming that they stole his idea. Drones. Unidentified aerial, whatever they are. Apparently, they're sniffing for bad stuff on the ground. Well, I've figured all along they must be ours. If you see a cluster of 5 or 6 all at once going into formation in the sky, they're looking for something. Yeah, by the way, that's not just New Jersey, not just the East Coast. There were some sighted in San Diego County. They even flew over the Marine base, Camp Pendleton. And I've been wondering, a few nights ago, something very noisy was flying very low over my house. They claim these drones are silent, but it just seemed like it was between 9 and 10 at night, and it didn't seem likely that it was a helicopter. Oh, the Matrix authors said they were inspired by Philip K. Dick. In other words, they didn't want to say they based it on any of Phil's work because they didn't want to pay the author. Well, apparently these particular drones are very quiet. Although some of the videos show drones making a lot of noise. I don't know. I refuse to worry about things I can't change because worrying just wears you out. So don't worry, just prepare. Heck, I don't know how to prepare for this because I don't know where it's leading. I do have plenty of food for emergencies. It isn't like stuff I want to eat every day, but it isn't survival food either. Every time I look into survival food, it's okay, chili with beans, macaroni and cheese, you know, not exactly gourmet food anyway, and it's overpriced. Yeah, I have some water. I should put more aside, if for no other reason than for earthquake preparedness. We do get earthquakes in California. Anyway, um, I have pasta and rice and dried beans and canned food. So I just buy the kind of canned food that I eat. And I always eat the oldest cans and replace them with new ones. I've heard stories that a can of Campbell's soup lasted 50 years or 20 years or whatever. But I'm not sure I'd really want to take a chance on eating it. I would definitely need something to cook it with. I would boil it for sure, just in case. Don't want to get sick on food. Ooh, my water's empty. And my coffee's almost empty. Well, I don't make money on YouTube, Ditch. I can't monetize because Google canceled my whatever they call their account where you get paid. Didn't even tell me why. And it's been like 20 years or more. But I'm sure they won't restore my account. And you see what they do when they cancel you is they keep all the money that you've earned. You don't even get what you already earned when they cancel you. I think it's a racket. They're empty, you silly cats. Go ahead. Try ripping open the empty cat treat packets. I mean, Google tells you, for example, if the minimum for payout is more than $20, it's a scam. But their own minimum is $50. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. If YouTube demonetizes you, you might have $1,000 in your account and they keep it. No, thank you. Besides the various links that I have, don't take more than 3%. YouTube can take as much as a third of your money for fees and such. Well, YouTube has asked me if I want to monetize. Apparently, I have enough viewers and hours of viewing and stuff, but Google isn't going to let me have the account that would send me the money. And I don't care to try to get them to restore it, seeing as how they already canceled me when I had $20 in the account and they kept it all. And it was 20 years ago, but even so. Oh, and YouTube has a permanent warning on this channel. It never expires. I think it was 2021 or 2. I discussed my experience with medical treatment. Just my personal experience. And they took down the video and put a permanent warning on my channel, which means if I get a second violation, I'm automatically kicked off for a week. Can't post, can't stream, can't upload. Yeah, because I did something wrong during, the pandemic. I have an idea of what they didn't like, but once again, it was my personal experience. It was not any kind of advice. Yeah, you see, if you get a strike, you're kicked off for 1 week. If you get a warning, you're not kicked off, but a second strike can get you kicked off for up to a month. It's a minimum of 1 week. So really, for all practical purposes, I have one strike on this account always. It never goes away. Why would someone who uses Twitter be able to take off the warning? I said it on YouTube. I don't understand, Ditch. Anyway, gotta refill my water. Well, contacting with YouTube with Twitter, it's the only way they actually do anything, eh? Yeah. Yeah, magic beans, Philip. Let me refill my water. Ah. Well, you ate them all. They're empty, Tora. Yeah. Wouldn't you know it? I found one treat in the bottom of the bag. Here you go, Tora. She's smarter than the average cat. Well, I use X, formerly Twitter. I seem to have joined Rumble, but I never go to it. But I get messages that somebody posted on Rumble. I'm on Locals, but all I can do there is post links to my YouTube channel. Ditch likes Blue Sky. I haven't joined that one yet. I've joined something called Gab. I never visit that one either. What else? I don't know how I ended up with all these crazy membership things. Rumble and Locals are for people who got kicked off YouTube. Okay. Apparently, George Vahizzi has gotten himself kicked off of all kinds of places. I find him entertaining. I think he'd be a good politician. Oh, New York Times is attacking Rumble. Well, people like Veteran Biker and that British comedian whose name I always blank on. Keep saying if you want to hear the whole video, you have to go to Rumble because YouTube won't allow us to talk about this stuff. But I never go to Rumble. I think Blue Sky is where people are going when they leave Twitter. Oh, man. There, here we go. It's past my bedtime. Well, actually, it's sorry, it's 9:47, and I usually go to bed at 10. Yes, Philip Russell Brand. How'd you pull that out of the air? I didn't give much info. Yeah. You know, X has very little content control. But you know what Rush Limbaugh used to say? I had to listen to Rush Limbaugh because I was working for my dad, and every morning he played Rush Limbaugh's radio show. If you don't like the content, turn the knob. In other words, change the channel. Listen to something else. Oh, user control. Okay. Philip sometimes switches to Rumble when he's on YouTube and they say we can speak freely on Rumble. I see. Yeah, Russell Brand does that a lot. He's entertaining and sometimes informative. Yeah, I don't think I've posted on Rumble or Gab or any of those. Oh, I've put a few things on locals, but I don't get many views, and I don't care. Instagram, I seem to be signed up for that, but I don't know why. Never use it. Yeah, I used to try to stay awake into the wee hours to listen to the radio when Art Bell was on. I'm so tired. Tora, give it up. At least she quit pawing through my box, knock on wood. I have a box with some cookies and candy bars and vitamin pills. Oh, that's right. Facebook owns Instagram now. Well, I'm on Facebook out of necessity. Well, Jason, I quit listening to Coast to Coast when, what's his name left? Now I'm blanking on him too. The Saturday night guy. Best thing he ever did was to leave Coast to Coast. The guy with all the guitars. He has his own show now. What the heck is his name? Maybe I have an email that will tell me something dark. Um, let's see. Oops. No. Nope. That isn't enough for Google to know. Jimmy Church. Thank you, Philip. Yeah, Jason. Thank you. Jimmy Church. I actually went on Coast to Coast once because it was Jimmy Church. Dark journalist. Oh, he's not Jimmy Church. He's that other guy. I've kind of given up on dark journalist because I'm not learning anything. Jimmy Church used to fill in on Coast to Coast on Saturdays, and he left the that network or station or whatever it is. He left Coast to Coast and is not saying why. It's been a few years now, but he's doing quite well on his own. Fade to black. Thank you, Philip. Sometimes I'll turn on Dark Journalist if I'm not doing anything else and I just want to lie down in my recliner chair and relax. And it does kind of give me hints about things I should research, but I'm not getting the meat. It's all potatoes, you know. It isn't a full meal on that show. Five minutes till 10. Yeah, George Knapp was pretty good from time to time. I wonder if he still has that TV show in Las Vegas. I think it's TV. It's either TV or radio. Yeah, I gotta convince the cats that they've had enough treats. I'm falling asleep here, but I just had to come on for Phil's birthday. I know you guys miss him too, but for me it's so personal. And with our son having super bad health problems, it really hits home that Phil left us too soon. George Neff has a YouTube channel? Huh. Oh, Ian Punnett. Yeah, he got that weird problem with his ears. I used to enjoy listening to Ian Punnett. He got like a permanent ringing in the ears. Sad. Tinnitus, thank you. Or tinnitus, if you're British. Or if you're trying to get the AI to recognize, some place like Siri To look up tinnitus, you have to say tinnitus. If you say tinnitus, it doesn't know what you're talking about. Tora, say night night to your adoring fans. Come on, say night night. That's a good kitty cat. Yeah, that's kitty kisses. Oh, a long, slow kiss. Squinting. Okay, hop onto your bed. That's a good girl. You make sure your heating pad is on. Oh, the horror, it's off. Come on, evil thing. Okay. No, you get off my desk. It's night night time. She's a good kitty as far as cats go. Yeah, you're the best. Now get off my desk. You'll have to wait. Okay, guys. Thank you all. And good night. Yeah, Tora has whiskers. She's a good kitty. I'll catch you guys Thursday morning, 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, if not sooner. See ya. Thank you, Philip, and thank you, everyone. Jason and Ditch and uh, uh, no, everyone. Night.